Mike Bohn joined now by the UFC flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja returns at UFC 323 against Joshua Van. Pantoja, I feel like we've known this was going to be the fight, obviously, since you two faced off in the cage in June. Is this like the longest you can recall as champion of like knowing who the next guy was going to be and that it was coming?
To talk to. Yeah, man, that guy, Josh Van, I trained so much for that guy, because after my fight with Cara France, he go inside the octagon, and I already know who's my next opponent, And then I realized I started training for one guy like him, and I think that fight exclusive is about generations, Joshua Van come for like this new generation, and I feel I'm like an old school guy, I really feel he deserve fight for the belt. He take his chance when the Manel Cup pull out, and the guys call him to fight with the Brandon Rival, and he make a very good fight. One of the best fights in the flyweight division, and I'm training so much for that guy, We closed on 1 week for the fight, and I'm glad because I'm tired, training a lot for that moment, And I believe I'm in the like one of the best camp I have. And I think I'm involved so much because I have a tough opponent. No, just because he's good. Everybody watch him, his style fight, very good boxing, very good takedown defense. How he control the octagon, how he put uh he's like a lot of volume, you know,
Volume.
volume. Yeah, and I think he's like very close to my style. I like to go to my opponent, start to feel the fight, and enjoy. And I think it's going to be a great fight. For me, I think one of my top challenges in this division, right now, about everything. He's very young. He don't fight a lot like me. He don't cut weight a lot of times like me, and I think he can recover very well about a huge cut weight. And a lot of expect, I put that in my mind to keep in my focus. I have a danger fight. I need to go very high level to win that fight, and I think uh, I'm in bad shape of my life. I can prove that after Sakura in Kakara, France, after 2 years with this belt, and I still evolve. I take a better decisions about my diet, about how sleep better, and everything. How choose the best training for me. Uh, and I think when like I have a GPS for the belt. I already know what I need to do. And I keep improvement. I climb the mountain and put some more rocks to still climb, and I think it's gonna be my best version. I'm super excited to fight.
Yeah, everyone's looking forward to this one. And it feels like big for the legacy too. Like you kind of said that, he's that different generation now. And I feel like the greatest champions we've ever had in the UFC, they beat the fighters who came up before them, the fighters who came at the same time of them, and then the group who came after. And this feels like kind of the one who comes after. So do you feel like when your legacy is over, we're going to be looking at this fight as like a very important win on your resume?
Of course, and then because Joshua will have so much more fights.
Mm.
I'm 11 years old, you know, and if you're thinking about he can fight for more like 10 years, Joshua can still fight for this belt for 10 years. Maybe not now, I'm gonna steal this belt with me, but we see a very good fighter, a very good prospect, and one guy have so many good fights to make in the flyweight. Imagine Joshua Van fight with Brandon Moreno, Steve Erceg. I'm so happy with my division right now. You know, we have so many good names. Uh, and I'm super happy because I'm the champion. You know, I can prove that I'm sure to everybody uh this high level. You know, everybody understand if you want to be a champion of the world in the flyweight division, you need to go forward to try to get this high level. You know, and that's what I put in the table. I feel very happy. And not just because me, but in about right now, I think this is the best year for UFC. You know, you have champions like Islam Makhachev, a very high level fighter, Ilia Topuria, Merab. You know, that's amazing era. You know, I thinking about the pound for pound, and I want to be the best guy. I want to be the best of the best. I'm very happy with my belts, but I want to be the one number one pound for pound. That's why I'm fighting. I want to prove I'm the best fighter all the world. And it's very hard to be the best one in times like now, you know, because you have champions like Makachev, Topuria, Merab, you have Chimaev, and but I believe I can make some statement December 6th. You know, I know I have a very tough opponent in my front, and because I respect Joshua Van, I train very hard to conquer this belt one more time.
Do you think to get that number one pound for pound, you look at what Alex Pereira's done, what Islam's done, what Ilya's done? I know we've asked you so many times about moving up and you like this division, but do you think to get number one, given what all these other guys have done, do you need a second belt now?
Let's see what's happening. I expect a huge performance December 6th. You know, that's what I want. Merab is so tough. You know, he go to the fourth fight in this year. That's him.
Fourth title defense, yeah.
Look that, brother. That's crazy. That's insane. Uh, who know? You know, he talking about before about maybe go to the flyweight to try to conquer this belt. I see some interview he talk about something about that, and it's easy for me, you know, thinking about that because when you have these light divisions, it's so much more 10 pounds, you know. It's not like a lightweight to go to the welterweight, you know, like the difference is so much more about 10 pounds to my body, to Merab,
Like
and then
8% of your full body weight.
exactly something like that. And it's still, you know, Merab is a great champ, you know, it's very hard. I think that's what I talking about Pantoja, Merab, Ilia Topuria, Makachev. I think everybody show to everyone what you need to do to get the belt. You need to improve your level. You know, you need to like level up. That's what I show. You know, a lot of guys talk about Moreno, Rival. I beat the guys. Kamar Sag. I went to, and then Kaya Sakura, Kaya France. I prove the flyweight division have a champ. You know, have someone very hungry. Uh, and I feel much better. You know, after my first title fight with Moreno to right now, I'm a different fighter. I'm enjoy all the moments, you know. I'm enjoy my bank account to invest more in myself, you know. I have a therapy come to my house to help me to my recover, you know. I can spend more time with my family. I can invest much more in myself, you know. And I think this make a lot of difference in my life, in my professional life, like an athlete. And I feel 100% I'm a better athlete right now.
What did you think as we talk about, what could be on the horizon in this division? Obviously, the Kyoji Horiguchi fight has been talked about. You guys have said you've been willing to fight each other, but now it's kind of more real. He had a great performance, beat Tagir, had a hilarious post fight interview where he called you out, which was very funny. What did you just make of Horiguchi's win, the call out, and do you feel like he deserves a title shot if you get through this win?
Yeah, I'm so happy to Kyoji, about his performance with Tagir. Tagir is a very good fighter, and
Mhm.
Kyoji make a clinic. He's look perfect, and this make me very happy because Kyoji is one of my hard training partners in the gym. Me and my family is very grateful to have Kyoji in my life because he make my level up, you know.
Mhm.
And I know 100% because I have Kyoji, like my teammate, I conquered this belt in UFC. I know 100% about that. Uh, and because that Kyoji have a rising champ before, Bellator champ, and he just missed the UFC. That's something he he wants. And I talked with about to him about that, and I think it's very special if he can do that. Like the only one guy in the world conquer the more significant belts. The all promotion rising Bellator, of course, UFC the number one so far. But he can do that, and I feel like a very honor, I'm very grateful, and it's gonna be very special for me if I can win with the Joshua Van and defend the belt with Kyoji. It's gonna be a present for me, I think this represent a lot. This chance to fight with someone very important for my life, and but I can't say I don't want to think about that right now because I have Josh Avan, a very good fighter, and but I know if fight with Kyoji, it's gonna be very hard for me. Putting my mind, I need to hurt my friend, But like I think if this happen, all the process about camps and everything, you can like feel better with that, But like I need to focus in my opponent. Very dangerous fight. But I feel so happy to Kyoji back to UFC to make a performance like he did. And I feel very glad to he make this call out. And he's so much a fun guy in entertainment. Maybe it's the only one guy I can make a trash talk is Kyoji.
And just last thing here, because I know we're short on time, and we'll speak to you more next week in Vegas. But like, do you
Let's
think
go.
a fight with Kyoji, you guys wouldn't hold back, right? Like, because I think of the fight in PFL between Nishon Schultz and Rausch Manfio, and I know their relationship was different than yours and Kyoji, but
hmm
like that was not the fight that people wanted. Would there be any like weirdness of you guys maybe knowing each other too well that it might make the fight weird?
I don't know, cara. Like I say, I have a huge respect for Kyoji. A huge respect. He teach me so many good things, and I think I help him with a couple of things. He finished with a neither choke, that's my signature move. Uh, I we talk a lot about that movement, about use jujitsu, and especially if you have a good grappler like guys from Russia, you can use jujitsu in your favor in like and but you know. I think we can train it together 1 week before the fight. It's gonna be amazing. But Mike, I'm not gonna say anything because I have a fight
For
coming,
sure.
and I just can talk more about that if I want Josh Alvan. I have a huge respect to my sport. When you step in the octagon, it's 50-50%. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past. What doesn't matter if you have 24 years or 35. When you step in inside the octagon, everything's different. It's 50-50.
No, I love it, Alexandre. Your mindset's in the right place, and Joshua Van definitely deserves his respect. This is an awesome fight between you two, and I think everyone's
Okay,
looking forward to it for the final pay per view of the ESPN era. So you're getting one more in
let's
here on
go.
Pantoja. All right, man. Appreciate your
Enjoy,
time so
Mike.
much. It's always great to chat, and we'll see you in Vegas next week.
Thank you, brother. Sure.